My name is Hugo Sandoval, and with me I have Ahmed Jalil.
Hello.
And today I'm going to be explaining him what the prisoner's dilemma is. So, Jalil, do you know what prisoner's dilemma is?
No,
Have you heard about it?
kinda.
Where?
In my economics class.
Okay, the prisoner's dilemma is a game theory that can be used to explain economics and government. So I'm going to be teaching you what exactly it is and how you can use it to your benefit.
Okay.
Okay, so here we have the table. We have prisoner 1 and prisoner 2. And they get caught robbing a bank. And they get separated and have to take a choice between talking or staying quiet. They can either rat out their partner or stay quiet and both go to jail.
Okay.
So, prisoner 1, here we have it. He can decide to talk or stay quiet. That's the only choice he has.
Okay.
So, seeing his choices, it will always be better for him to talk. As you can see, he has 10 years over here or 7. 7 is better.
Right.
Or he can stay quiet. Or over here, he either stays quiet or talks, which I would much rather prefer not going to jail than going for 2 years. Okay. So now, the same thing goes for prisoner 2, as he has the same choices to make. So what ends up happening, since both their personal benefit is to talk, you're going to end up here, which is known as the Nash equilibrium.
Okay.
But now, if you really look at it, you can see this is the most amount of time they're going to spend in jail together. So as a group, this is the worst outcome they can have. This is 14 years in jail, this is 10, this is also 10, and this is only 4. So without a system to telling them what to do, they're going to end up in the worst outcome possible.
Wow.
And if there's a system that tells them to stay quiet and not talk, you're going to end up here, which they both still go to jail, but it's for much less time in total for the group benefit. Okay, so in economics, the way you probably heard about it is in advertising. Companies can decide to advertise or not to advertise instead of talking quiet. And they can lose a lot of money if they continue to advertise, or if they just decide to collaborate and not advertise either of them. They can make more money by not having to pay for advertisement.
Okay.
Alright, so now, explaining you that, you know what capitalism is?
Not really. No.
Okay, so capitalism is the idea that since everyone can look after themselves, they can make the best benefit for a collective rule. So as a collective social work, the best benefit is everyone choosing the best benefit.
Okay.
So by seeing this, do you think that's true?
No.
Why not?
Because if everyone does everything for themselves, and it just doesn't work.
Yes, you will. Not always, but most of the time you end up in a scenario where you have this. Where someone chooses something to do, someone else chooses something else, and you end up in a worse scenario than you could if they just work together. So a way to fix this problem is by setting up a government, a mafia, a religion, which gives you a set of rules to follow. It looks someone to check out what you're doing to make sure you're not breaking those rules, and then it puts someone to enforce those rules. So in government, those are the 3 branches of government. You have the Congress, which makes laws. Then we have the judicial, which decides when you break a law. And then you have the executive that punishes you for the law that you broke. And that will end what the prisoner's dilemma is about.
That's pretty interesting.